Hello, Collective. Wendy Joy, Love and Light. When we think about self doubt, right, how does that make you feel? I know that when I think about self doubt, I tend to minimize or break apart or take away from what it is that I was looking to acquire, achieve, fulfill, right? Maybe even become, right? When we're switching different perceptions of who we are to who we could be, to where we stand, to where we want to be, right? And I know that it takes it takes a mindful response because when self-doubt comes our way, the easiest thing or the safest thing would be to dwell in that energy because you know the level of sorrow that it holds. You can feel the amount of remorse that it may bring, right? But you can't stay there. You can't stay there any longer than realizing that self doubt is trying to creep its way from a shadow or a corner of a mindset, a perception, a view, a mannerism that you're looking to evolve from, right? To walk gracefully and poisefully into the new timeline, the new reality, the new endeavor that you're trying to achieve or you're putting motion in to receive, right? So when we realize that self doubt really isn't a place of safety or has any type of security because it limits us and it keeps us small, and then our self worth starts to get affected. Because if we're going to doubt a path, a step, a position, a place, or a space that we know that we're going to gracefully migrate past, right? At the right time, with the right mindset, with the right inner compass, that it'll be a breeze and, it's okay to feel the self doubt now. No, 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 no. It is not. Because what you dwell upon is what you will bring or rewrite for your future. And if you don't want the timeline, the life, the feeling, the limited perception that may be dragging you or trying to persuade you in whatever type of way, whether it be manipulation, through another source, or coming from yourself because of that self doubt. Don't let it get strong and stamper your forward motion out, because what you're supposed to do is stand up tall and gather up your strength. And with your bravery and your constant commitment to the future, your direction, in where you know that there's room for growth, where you should be going, right? Then you can flip that around. And whatever self doubt may trickle in and try to work its magic, density, low energy, persuasion to stay small, you know, you can kick it out. But before you kick it out, you respect it and say, you know, I realize that once was a limiting belief has been shattered and the illusion set free. For I am in control of me and my destiny. And I choose to acknowledge that doubt always has a place if I allow it life. But because I will not bring any type of low, dense energy into my future, I kick the density out and replace it with love and light and forward movement, carrying me from once was a place with a limited perception to a world where a vast experience of what's not yet seen, what may be felt, what may be tingling in between, come easily and effortlessly and land at my feet as I walk into the movements of forward, positive, loving motion with clear intent and courageous bravery at my side while I walk in bliss down a path being led by my discernment and my choice and my motion in movement. For I am worthy. I can achieve. There is no place that I can't reach to gain the knowledge, the wisdom, and the clarity that will lead me past any past parts of me that were built temporarily thinking that I needed protection from. But in reality, that was just a misillusion, a misguided belief that I may have once harbored, but now released. My lovely collective, when you speak positively, when you hold life and love and clear, desired intent in the words you choose to use to help migrate, you on your journey to enlightenment and self-understanding and the ability to recognize that you are larger than any little tiny fragment or seed or broken piece of what used to be an outdated way of thinking. And it's not your fault. It's not anyone's fault. It's part of the journey that we call growing, learning, and evolving. We need to start off maybe on a unstable ground, if you will, where it gives us the ability to learn to gather our sea legs, right? Metaphorically or even physically. Because when we learn how to bob or pivot and remain stable and balanced, it opens up so many more doors because now you have another tool at your disposal. Because if you look at a little bit of an unstable situation as a rocky structure, then, well, wherever it is that you put your hands, your feet, what mindful movement you make, right? You're doing it so that you can remain safe. But also understand that no matter how carefully you think you're placing your foot or your hand, it could always slip and you could fall. So what you need to do is be ready and embrace it all. And if you do fall, don't let it beat you up or carry you down or let any type of doubt or hesitancy or misillusion reform in your vision, because you were meant to shed yourself of the hurt and the stagnicity or the built up energy that may be within you. And maybe the only way for you to release it would be to fall to the ground, to stand up, to brush yourself off, to gain more stable, sturdy surface by using all of your senses. And then with your tools that you've gained on your journey through life so far, to your benefit, to gain you to a stable shore. And that all starts with you. You are your stable, your firm, your foundation, your structure. And if you need me to help you sort out your pieces, understand that your worth is greater than any glimmer or fragment of doubt or dismay that may come your way. And I am here to provide to you the encouragement and the incentive, because truly the biggest incentive, the biggest reward for unpeeling your layers and learning your true worth and value, right, is to find it within you by pulling the pieces of you that make you, that you've tucked away, and reevaluating them so that you can understand and use the benefit of the value that maybe you were unaware was there. Look again. I guarantee that with clearer eyes, clarity will come your way. And if you need me to help you unravel and show you where all the value is, I am here for you. I am always here for you. I wish that I had someone who gives me what I freely am willing to give you. It would have made my journey a little bit less toxic. But in the end, every lesson, every corner, every long road, every rocky surface has all been a learning lesson, a guiding tool. And I have always had the ability to see the clarity, understand the wisdom, and pick out the knowledge, and then move gracefully to receive the life that I am paving. And in the beginning, I didn't pave such a great road. That's why the streets that I traveled may not have been so inviting after a while, you know? But I understand now. I've understood, actually, for quite some time. But now with my ability to freely respect my complete journey, that every step was a step towards where I am right now, giving me not only the mental, the physical, the emotional, the spiritual, the enlightenment, the stronger inner knowing, the powerful, unbreakable intuition, stamina. It was all meant for me to be right here with you today during the toughest times. And maybe that's where my courage and my strength could be used the most. I've always shined brighter when trouble, diversity, dilemma, unclear situation needed a clear, decisive, doable solution. Sometimes I trip on my words, but everything is right there. And it just fills in all my blanks. And I can easily share that with you. As a matter of fact, thank you for trusting me enough to reach out, to leave your comments, to share your emails, to join my customized partnership programs, to rely on encouragement, positivity, love, and light, and to receive these messages through my guiding light, through the tone, the pitch, the easiness of my voice, to be able to reach, to be able to resonate, to shake up your energy, to help you pivot and change and be the best version of you. And thank you to everyone else for subscribing, following, liking, sharing my videos with the masses, because truly YouTube and every other platform that I share my videos with, because I'm trying to extend my reach in every direction by stretching as far as I can to provide the roundest corners, the ability to easily and effortlessly receive encouragement, love, and light. Because my messages, my guidance, it's for each and every soul, for every person on this planet. And you are a person, and you have a soul. And my message is for you. My message is for everyone. Well, you know what? My messages start out with me. So I gain a lot of value from all the insight that I receive. And it helps me pivot and change and adapt and be a much better, ever-evolving version of me. And thank you for showing me through all of your responses that I do make a difference and that I am needed by everyone, everywhere, when their timeline directs them to seek out the knowledge that their nudges are providing. So when you get your internal call, when your nudge is poking you, I'll be here waiting for you. And whatever you do, wherever you are, whoever you may be, in whatever place or space that you are currently in your present moment of. I wish you love and light, laughter and fun, and the ability to recognize your worth, and that you too are needed, wanted, admired, looked up toward, and who knows how far your reach can really go until you choose to walk the path. My lovely collective, bravery and courage, strength and stamina, consistent, committed, courageous responses, steps, endeavors, all come your way. Every day, all day, providing enlightenment, knowledge, because life is worth as much knowing as you possibly can gather, right? Our minds are looking toward expansion, and with that awareness and ascension lifts us even higher and puts our vibration even stronger. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm gonna go before, I start like laughing, crying, whatever emotions, they're starting to all well up because the immense energy inside of me is building. So I am sharing and sending to you what I feel inside of me, which is love for you.